This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. We'll see a team that's had a chance to rest from a bye week. The Georgia Bulldogs taking on the fourth-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Turn starts inside the 15. And they get into the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. So Georgia's will get the first crack on offense today. And there comes the star running back onto the field. He is a special talent. You talk to opponents, he's always the focal point when they face this offense.
Boy, Chris, this guy is special. It's almost like he floats across the field. I mean, I don't think anyone can take him down in the open field. He's the guy that teams try to key on, but sometimes it feels as though no one can contain him. Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. The Dogs will bring their punt team onto the field. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. And the returner is brought down. So Alabama's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackled at the 40, that'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I don't know, there's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage.
He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. And they'll loft this one deep to the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Grab behind the line, it's Etienne. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Important second down play coming up. Off play action. He's looking to throw. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Throw to the running back in the flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's a quick grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. That completion sets up an important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he pulls in the catch. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. And the Bulldogs looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Nothing tells you more about a defense's personality than when they get tested like this. Facing a first and goal, all the way to third and goal, you come up with a sack, relentless attitude. Now let's see what they decide to do on fourth and goal.
And the field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Milroe. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Great cut there. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll hand it off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Third down, out of the shotgun. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. He made good on his first attempt. This one is from 40 yards away. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has a great instinct.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
They'll kick it away here. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And it's a bunch formation. Oh, it's a reverse. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
The Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Hey, it's a great job in this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Back to throw. It's Milroe. It's caught in the crossing pattern. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Gives it to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Not much on that play, brought down short. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Can he get there on the ground? And they pick up the first down to the 23, getting closer to the red zone. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground, it's Haynes.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll hand it off. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. No problem. Knocks it right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And he fields it inside the 15. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Quick throw to his receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44. A new set of downs after that completion. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back. It's Beck. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
On the run, he'll let it go. Grab down the middle. It's Bell. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Looks like one more play here before halftime. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connerts now has our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
The Dogs will kick it off to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back in motion now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
He's got him on a crossing route. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Dropping back, it's Milroe. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. There's contact on the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And is back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get... Third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. The Dogs will have to punt this one away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. Great execution that time. The offense in a tough spot to start the drive. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Using his legs. It's Young. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. The pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And the ball fair caught right at midfield. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Which offense can get it going first? This one has been a struggle so far. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Humphreys. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The Dogs line it up with first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. He'll hand it off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Back to pass. It's Milroe. Goes to his right side there for the completion. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Lets it go quickly. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Pulls it in. It's Bell. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down, and now it's a 4th down coming up. Well, here we go again. The field goal team is out there. This kicker's already got 3 makes in this game. This will be an attempt from 50. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. It's picked up. And he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? The 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown. Tied. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a 1-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And now the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Second down after that previous play. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
To throw, it's back. And he cannot hold on to the ball. That's going to bring up 4th down. And the Bulldogs will line up to kick it away. And they'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the return, it's Adams. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First down here for this offense. On the ground, it's Haynes. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, the defense did a great job of mirroring the runner that time. Nowhere to go. Big loss in the game. He walled him off perfectly, brought him down before he could get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Having a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
He eludes the rush. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks loose at the 40. Picks up the 1st down and still going. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama. Now the all-important extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's got it inside the 15. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. 1st down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Over the middle, it's Lovett. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Get some space around the 30. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The back's got it. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Well, they had some high hopes, Kirk, coming into this game. They practiced well, prepared well. They were optimistic, but things just did not work out, and that's a tough loss.
Yeah, their opponent just made more plays than they did, plain and simple. But there's a lot to learn from losses like this, and the smart coaches know how to use them to motivate their team moving forward.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Commodores will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it back. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Alabama's offense will take the first swing of the game. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. At the 45 on his way. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Might as well give it to him again. Still on his feet at the 45. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. To throw, it's Milroe. Looking down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. At the 45, on his way. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now on first down from the 40. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Stopped after making the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he's stopped, a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First down to start the drive after the break. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
He'll try the left side. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Handoff to the lone back. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. They'll send out the kicker here. It is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
From the gun, Give on the inside. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Commodores will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Adams. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, dude.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Tide will get the first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get into more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery, and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Second down coming up. They'll leave it with the lone back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Leaves it with the running back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to get to him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Johnson wants to throw it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. The Commodores line up to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Nashville as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They start this third quarter after only being able to muster a field goal in the first half.
Yeah, and this offensive coordinator, he has been searching that entire first half to find something that might work. You can't be more anemic than they were in that first half, David. They're going to have to find the answers to the test here quickly.
And you had a whole half to do it, to talk about it, to discuss. What are you seeing? How do we make some adjustments? This offense has got to find some answers, and they got to find them quick.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Johnson looking to throw. He finds his man. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And that is why it's important to have success early in the drive, because you set up 3rd and short. You can throw a slant in your sleep. That's going to get caught. You're going to move the sticks, and that's what the offense was able to do.
And the timing just a hair off.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Commodores look to do some damage in the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Touchdown, Commodores! And that one will give them the lead.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 18 over Auburn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Now they're going to throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats.
They intercepted. Bringing it back. That's why. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Commodores will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Commodores' offense will try to get something going with their first possession. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
Johnson wants to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to get...
Got enough space, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with... One-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Adams. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Oh, he left him grabbing. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs. Off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters.